If you're sick and tired of hearing the same generic advice, post daily, stay consistent, then you've come to the right video. Here are the 6 specific things that led me to hitting 6 figures in sales revenue for my hair accessories business. So the first one is wholesale. Why not sell a bulk of items at a cheaper price, but you're still making a larger amount of sales within a shorter amount of time? It takes a lot to organically sell direct to customer. You have to be a copywriter, a graphic designer, and sometimes you even have to be your own influencer. Whereas why not give that stock to a retailer that already has a large customer base and traction and get them to sell directly to their customers? Going into wholesale really took my business to the next level. It allowed me to get my products out to new customers and also helped to double, even triple my revenue monthly. A great way to start your wholesale journey from scratch is to use platforms like Faire. There is a wholesale marketplace where you can list your products and your brand, and you will gain customers who are stores. So people that are looking for high quality products that they can sell in their brick and mortar stores or on their online retail stores. So it's a great way to get your brand out there, and you have nothing to lose because it is free to register and list your products. Alongside selling your products on Faire, you can actually buy products on Faire, and I am going to be doing this in the future when I launch bundles for my business. Definitely check out Faire, and I have the link for that in the description box down below. When it comes to wholesale, you definitely want to make sure you have your prices together. Then you want to put together a template, which is just going to be an email that you send out to a bunch of retailers, and hopefully you get some yeses from the ones that you've sent out. Retailers are looking for a really big discount on your products. 50% is pretty much like baseline. If you're going into big, huge retail stores, I've even heard some ridiculous percentages, like 70% off what the retail price of the product is what they want to buy it at. So you're going to need a huge margin if you really want to go into retail. So make sure you are pricing up your products correctly. I do have a price calculator down below in the description, which will help you to list everything that goes into your product price. Then you can work out what your wholesale price would be and what you should sell directly to customers. And once you have your pricing, you then want to figure out how you're going to get into these stockists. Now, sometimes if you have like an email on your website, stockists will contact you directly. Also, of course, social media presence helps with this, but you also want to do the work yourself. So what I would do is I would create a spreadsheet and I would do some outreach. So you want to list all of the niche stores or the stores that your competitors are in that you think you would fit well within that store. Then you want to gather their contact details and their social media. Make sure you're following them on social media. Get a feel for what kind of products and how they speak to their customers and what their customers want. I like to use AI tools like Copy AI or ChatGPT for this. You can use a simple prompt like this one and simply copy that, cater it to your business, and send it out to the emails that you need to send it out to. The next way that I was able to hit 6 figures in sales revenue is by launching new products. So when I first started my business, definitely check out my last video where I explain the whole story. But we started off just doing satin hair accessories. So I was doing pillowcases, where we started with a beanie, which was merch. Then I branched out into pillowcases, beanies, and scrunchies. But I realized that customers weren't returning as much. So people would buy a few times, but after that, I mean, what more do they need to buy? The products are really high quality. There's nothing that they need to come back for. So that's when I had the idea of launching more products that would be needed for my customer. So obviously my customer has curly hair, they sleep on satin, but they also need tools to actually maintain their hair throughout the week too. So I decided to launch a shampoo brush and a spray bottle. And this really helped to boost sales because people thought that it was something new, something they didn't have, and they already trusted the brand. So anything else that we bring out, they kind of can trust that it will be of good quality. So that managed to build and bulk up our sales when certain products weren't selling as well as they used to. Now, it can be really expensive just to launch a whole new product when you don't really know how your customers are going to react to it. So what I did is with our spray bottles, I simply ordered plain spray bottles. So if you were going to go on Alibaba or a wholesale site, it obviously costs a lot more if you want to customize the spray bottle. So A plain spray bottle would cost, say, $2, but one that is customized with your logo on it could cost $4 or more per product. This is just an example, but of course, clearly the one with customization is higher than the one that isn't. So for first trial run, you could just purchase just the plain bottles and see how your customers take to them. And then if they sell well, then you can go ahead and start customizing the product. The next one is something that business owners tend to stay away from, and I completely agree with that as well. But on the customer side of things, I know as a customer, I enjoy shopping when I get a sale email, or if I'm on a website and I see that they have a sale running. For example, Pretty Little Things seem to have a discount every single day of the week, which isn't quite feasible for small businesses, but we can take part in things like Black Friday. You do want to take advantage of certain points in the year and have like a big sale. My top tip would be to make sure you actually promote the sale beforehand. So a few weeks leading up to Black Friday, make sure you're promoting the offer and what they're going to get and building excitement. And it's similar to wholesale. So of course you are going to be making lower profit, but you were selling more in a short amount of time. So it is kind of worth it. If you feel like your sales are quite low, you may want to run an offer. Now, you can only reach a certain amount of customers using your own strength. And that can take a really long time to organically build your customers and gain traction for your business. Now, a good and affordable way to get more eyes on your business is by utilizing other people's platforms. I won't go too deep into it in this video, but if you do want me to talk more about this, definitely comment down below. But here are a few avenues and things you can do to kind of push some brand awareness. You can reach out to some niche writers and kind of influencers within your space. So if you are a beauty business owner, you may want to reach out to like the beauty writers of the big publications like Cosmo, Elle, Vogue, any kind of like magazines or blogs that are big within that space. You want to find out the emails of the writers of those articles, and hopefully you can pitch to them to get a feature in one of their articles. Another way is with featuring on a podcast. If there is a podcast that you feel like as a founder you could go on and give value to, that could get a lot more eyes on your business. Also, influencer marketing. So if you can gift some influencers in exchange for a post, I know it's pretty hard to do that nowadays, but if you have like a small budget, maybe you can negotiate with UGC creators or smaller influencers that won't charge too much. Now, we need to be outside. This is something that I have been trying to tell myself for the past few years. As an introvert, I do find this part very hard. But when I look back at the past, I have seen that being outside has really helped my business grow. I definitely find spikes in sales when I am attending events, talking to people about my business, or even selling in-person events. When you're doing this, you can hand out flyers, you have your branding on display. You will notice that once someone sees the face behind the business, they tend to want to support you more because they've met you now, they know what you're about, they know the story, they know you're passionate about your business, and they may want to just like spread the word, share with friends and family that may be interested. So you're again now front of mind. One of the shows we did back in 2019, we made over £1,000 in sales in just a few hours. And that is the power of exhibiting again in person at an event where there are all of your target customers in one place. Definitely worth the try and just gaining that confidence to sell in person and show up outside. Now, my last tip is a really important one, and that is to just gain mentorship. I find when you're a business owner, we go through so many issues and problems in our business, but the solution is usually really easy. But because we are within our business, we keep hitting a brick wall and we can't see that easy solution. Whereas when you have a mentor who is knowledgeable in your area in business, they can actually point out the things you are missing. And this has really helped me within my business journey to kind of get over those hurdles. There are many ways that you can gain mentors. You can just do it by watching podcasts and videos online, or you can seek out mentorship programs. But as I mentioned before, you can always just seek out your own mentors and advice, or subscribe and watch channels like mine where I give you advice on a regular basis. If you also have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video.